Brian Claypool is a DUI attorney, and he's been following the case with us and joins me now. All right, so Brian, your reaction to what we saw tonight?
Yeah. Hey, Jesse, great to be back with you. This is a scripted injustice. What do I mean by that? The DA, defense lawyer, and this judge, they met yesterday. I don't know if you mentioned that. They all met yesterday.
They
that
did?
never happens. Yes, they met. The judge said, I met the lawyers yesterday. They scripted and choreographed this entire charade today. And they should be awarded, they should be given the Razzie Award. You know what those are?
Yeah.
The awards for the worst.
Yeah.
They all get a Razzie Award, dude. Why? Because Bivens gets up, the lawyer for Pelosi gets up, and she says to the court, Jesse, I'm doing an open plea. What does that mean? That means technically she hasn't struck a plea bargain with the DA. This was an entire pretext and a ruse to show the public that they were not in cahoots. But this wasn't an open plea. They all met the day before, and they scripted exactly went down. It's a travesty of justice. And if you go back and watch the tape from this morning, it is comical. I mean, the Bivens gets up, oh, I'm doing an open plea. And then the judge is like, okay, really? And then the prosecutor's like, okay, what is it? And then the judge, let me think about that. Okay. Hey, what do you think, Miss DA? Okay, we'll agree to that. I mean, it was just a total charade, and there should be an investigation done on this. Let me tell you the worst part of this, Jesse, and then I'll let you go. I'll let you talk. The worst part of this is exactly what you were talking about. There is serious physical injury. There were medical records. The DA said today, I talked to the victim yesterday, and he gave me more medical records. A responsible judge and a responsible, unbiased DA would have said, let's put this case over. Let's look at these medical records. Let's see if there is serious injury. Why? Because of what you said. If there was serious injury, which there is, we know, this rises to a felony. You don't close a case if you don't know yet whether it's a serious injury. And if it is a serious injury, this should have been a felony.
And we're looking at these reports about this hearing they had today. He's not even on real probation. He doesn't have to pee in a cup every 6 months. He doesn't have to meet with a probation officer. It's not even real probation, is it?
It's total garbage. It's out here, it's called summary probation. What's that called? What's that really mean? Oh, go sit on your boat and smoke a cigar because you don't have a formal probation officer. Did you know that?
No. So you're saying yesterday the DA met with the judge who met with the defense attorney, and they choreographed this hearing today because we watched the hearing at the office, and the prosecutor, it's almost like she was a zombie. She didn't object to anything. Pelosi's defense attorney ran the whole show. And then they get a slap on the wrist, and all of a sudden the tape comes out, and you're like, oh, my God, these cars are wrecked. There's bruises everywhere. We're finding out this guy doesn't even speak English. He's like 50 years old. I'm not even sure he's from this country legally. And he's still receiving medical care, And this guy gets a slap on the wrist. It's a joke. I'll give you the last word.
No. Yeah, exactly. This is an injustice. There needs to be an investigation. This is what happens in our legal pipelines are clogged with Democratic sewer, and that's exactly what happened here. The only way we're gonna clear that pump out is through shows like yours, creating transparency, seeking accountability, and having people vote. Vote in the next election, and make sure we vote for public officials and prosecutors who are going to abide by the law and apply the law equally to everybody in the country.
Well said, Brian. Thank you so much, and for all of your help on this case with us. And this is, when we launched the show, we wanted to do this show because corruption was important to us, and we don't take no for an answer here at Prime Time. We got to put a spotlight on this, and there can't be two different levers of justice. Unacceptable.